What's coming UP in Season 10 of the QRC of Oak Island? The eagerly anticipated return of The Curse of Oak Island is just around the corner, with Season 10 of the iconic treasure hunting show premiering on Sky History on Wednesday, 4 January 2023. Rick, Marty, and the rest of the team are ready for their biggest year of digging yet, as they leave no stone unturned while trying to solve the legendary mystery once and for all. Following the scientific revelations from the last 2 seasons, they are more confident than ever. Significant traces of gold and silver have been detected in the money pit, so it's now just a matter of finding the source. While it's still not airing for another few weeks, here are 5 teasers to get you ready for the first episode. 1. The Legend of Oak Island returns. Season 10 of The Curse of Oak Island gets underway with a special double episode that recaps the journey so far, while also making several major new discoveries. Although the investigation already stretches back across 9 seasons, there's no better time to join the adventure. With numerous recaps throughout the episode and every new discovery put into detailed context, even first-time viewers will have a clear picture of the island's legend. However, if you want to catch up on some of the story in your own time, Seasons 8 and 9 are currently available on History Play. Of course, this year the team's main priority is solving the mystery of the money pit. They've already established that there are traces of precious metals in the water, and it's enough to keep them excited. The focus is now on finding out the direction of the water flow, its source, and, hopefully, the treasure. 2. The Wooden Tunnel. While drilling in one of the more than 50 boreholes strategically positioned around the island, the team finds a horizontal wooden beam over 100 feet below the surface. The beam surrounds a small void, leading them to be confident that they found a man-made tunnel. They send a camera down to investigate, and their speculations are confirmed. The camera reveals to Rick and Marty the first high-resolution images from inside the money pit. The next point of action is to follow the shaft to see where it leads. After further testing, it appears as though the tunnel leads further north towards the so-called Garden Shaft, an area they haven't investigated in years. Marty describes the finding as the most exciting thing we have going this year, if they can determine that the tunnel wasn't made by other treasure hunters. 3. Gary Drayton and his trusty metal detector. One of the most popular members of the Oak Island setup, Gary Drayton has been responsible for some of the most significant finds in the show's history. So it's no surprise that he is back on form right from the beginning of Season 10. A couple of his early finds include a musket ball shot and a heavy bunk hook. How will these latest artifacts fit into the wider Oak Island puzzle? 4. A Templar coin. Gary's biggest find of the opening episode is a small square piece of metal that appears to have been cut by shears. After concluding that the object is likely a coin, Gary takes it to the archaeological department to see if they can find answers about its origin. After running tests, Emma Culligan, a new archaeologist who has joined the quest this season, came to an interesting conclusion. Due to the fairly unique metal makeup of the coin, it had to have been made at some point before the 16th century. This is a significant discovery, but does it point towards the presence of the Knights Templar? It's perhaps the most popular Oak Island theory, and several Templar-like artifacts have been found over the years. Could the small area of land in Nova Scotia be one of the locations where the famous military order hid their amassed treasure? 5. A Trip to the United Kingdom. While the exciting stories on The Curse of Oak Island unfold on the other side of the world, the next step of the adventure could take place a lot closer to home. At the end of the opening episode, the team speaks to Gretchen Cornwall, a historian based in the UK who specializes in studying the Knights Templar. She tells them about Royston Caves, a cave system just south of Cambridge that is full of Templar carvings. Some of the symbols appear to match those on finds that have been uncovered on Oak Island, and a trip to the caves could lead to even more answers. Marty agrees to visit with Alex Lagina, as they are the two biggest skeptics over the Templars' apparent involvement. UK viewers will already be looking forward to episode 2, as a significant breakthrough could be made right on their doorstep.